Now more of the daily news on Sway in the Morning.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
President had a moment there from Apprentice. He was repeating that fire. And let's not be twisted. He has a right to say whatever he wants to say. Freedom of speech, correct?
Yeah, he absolutely does. But he mentioned disrespect the flag, and there's something I want to mention about disrespecting the flag before we begin to talk about not confusing the issue of what's at hand.
Citizens, if you're just joining us, Mike Muse is here for political news at Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. Mike Muse, go ahead.
Yeah, so you're talking about disrespecting the flag. So Heather B. and Tracy G., the U.S. Flag Code, Chapter 10. So there's a code of conduct, if you will, for the flag. Yes. For those purists out there who really are standing for the flag right now and who are upset about this flag situation. So the code of conduct for the flag states that the flag should never be carried flat or horizontally. Mm-hmm. Well, as we see all the presentations for the NFL, the football field, the flag is carried out horizontally, which should not do, says the code. The other thing the code says, the flag should never be used as wearing apparel, bedding, or drapery. So all those shirts that we see with the U.S. flag, the bikinis, the socks, the ties, that's wrong. That's disrespecting the flag. So where's the outrage with that, too? The other thing that the flag code chapter says that the flag should never be used for advertising purposes in any manner whatsoever. But then we see like those Budweiser's cans wrapped in the flag. We see the Coca-Cola cans wrapped in the flag. Oh, wow. We see boxes wrapped in the flag for advertising purposes. That is disrespecting the flag, too, as in. So again, it goes to where is this outrage, if you will, for the flag for the purists. So that's when it becomes now selective patriotism. Okay. So it goes to selective patriotism, that you're not outraged about all these things that are being done to the quote-unquote flag, but now you're upset by these gentlemen doing these whole silent protests. And the whole issue, too, is when it comes to selective patriotism, where was this outrage to as well that we talked about all the time here when blacks weren't, when they went to serve war overseas, they came back to segregated systems here in the United States and they couldn't get mortgages. Where was those advocating for patriotism then? Where was those individuals advocating for patriotism currently right now when President Trump doesn't even want trans individuals to serve in the military? So where is that patriotism then? So then this when it comes down to selective patriotism that we need to talk about.
Concerning the flag. Tracy, you wanted to add something?
Oh, yes, I did. Can we go just back to 2011? We're still in the millennium. Donald Trump put out a tweet that contradicts his thoughts right now. His tweet on February 28th, 2011 goes like this. Burning a flag is a peaceful and respectful way for citizens of this great country to voice their displeasure. Very powerful. End quote. And that was retweeted about 23,000 times.
Wow.
888.
I'm confused again. 888-742.
And this is before we even get to the issue of what is at hand.
3345. Citizens chime in. We have Patrice on the line. Patrice is on the line and from North Dakota. We love people in North Dakota. Hey, Patrice, how you doing?
Hey,
Hi,
Patrice.
Patrice.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. I listen to you every day. I'm actually from New York, but I'm stationed in North Dakota.
Oh, and you're in the military. Salute to you, Patrice.
Yes,
thank you. This is a breath of fresh air. We get to hear a female, and we salute you being in the military. Can you please chime in on this, Patrice, and help me understand what is going on?
I'd be more than willing to. I don't feel that this was by any way any disrespect towards people in the military. I feel like the bigger issue is being overshadowed. Colin Kaepernick decided to kneel to identify the injustices that brown and black people are facing. It was never meant to disrespect the flag. I'm in the military and I see people that disrespect the flag all the time. People are at games and I see them on their phones. They're disrespecting the flag as well. And I think that the bigger issue is being overshadowed. The intention behind the kneeling is not to disrespect our military. I think that this is just a way to hide the real issue that's going on, which is police brutality and the injustices of black and brown people. I'm not disrespected by it, no way, shape, or form. I was at home screaming and rooting, like, yes, this is a sign of solidarity. This is a sign that we're sticking together. And the football players just want to show, that these things are wrong, these issues are wrong, and the things that the president has said is not right. But in the same token, that's his freedom of speech. That's what I go to work every day for, is other people's freedom of speech. This is a peaceful protest.
Yeah.
They're not being violent. They're not doing any of that. The intention is not to disrespect the military. It's just to get our point across. And this is a big way to do it. And I'm not disrespected at all.
Patrice, very well put. Thank you. I don't know what branch of the military that you are currently serving, but we salute you, Patrice. We appreciate you being a woman out there in that field fighting for us and our rights. God bless you and your family. You're a citizen of Sway in the Morning. Let's go to Kevin. Mike, OQ, Tracy
What
from
up,
Sacramento. Kevin, thank you so much for waking up early with us at Sway in the Morning. We appreciate you. How you doing, Kev?
Good. What's happening? This is Evan, not Kevin.
Okay, that's. I'm sorry, a little mistake there,
What
a
up,
little
Evan?
typo, but we appreciate
I know
you.
you hate me.
I don't listen, Evan. I don't have time to hate nobody right now. I got a lot of stuff going on, Evan. So I'm just
You
want
guys
to.
sure do a lot of hating on Trump, so you got time for that.
What did you hear me say that was hateful towards the president?
Just pretty much your attitude towards him. I
What,
mean, it's
no,
America.
what did you
He's
hear?
our
No.
president.
What did you hear me say that was hateful towards him, even in my attitude? What did you hear me say?
Maybe not hateful. Just I could tell you guys don't like him.
And what
that's
did
fine.
you? Okay, I'm not. We're not going. What's your comment, Evan?
My comment is that anybody that doesn't want to stand up when the person says, please stand for the national anthem, fuck them. You need to stand up for the national anthem. You don't need to put your hand on your heart. But that's just, they're getting paid to be there. Like Jerry Jones, Mike Muse, that's maybe one thing we agree on. I like the Cowboys too. Jerry Jones says, anybody, coach, player, I don't care who you are, if you don't stand up for the national anthem and put your hand on your heart, you're fired.
Okay, so
This is
what
my
should happen
state.
tonight then? Jerry Jones, owner in the NFL, one of the owners that contributed $1 million to Trump's campaign, in light of what the president and the comments that he made about the NFL and the owners. What happens then, Evan, tonight if Jerry Jones comes out in solidarity with his team and either kneels or locks arms? Then what would be your opinion? Should Jerry Jones be fired from the NFL?
Yep, then fuck the Cowboys, and I ain't watching football the rest of the year.
Okay, thank
God
you for
bless
your
America.
comments. You a citizen of Sway in the Morning. Really quickly, and then we got Ryan on the line, Rodney, Brittany, Amber, and Tony. Leave your voicemails, and we'll play them back at the end of the show. Mike Muse, you want to add a couple more comments to this?
Yeah, absolutely, Heather B. And those callers are great. And Patrice,
Absolutely.
Patrice, you set me up perfectly for that because, Patrice, what we were trying to do was really is lay out this case of what is happening. So we really wanted to define this paid patriotism.
Yeah.
The next thing we want to do is define what selective patriotism is. But now the next thing, Heather B, we want to do is really separate what the issue is. So now that that's been established, none of this has to do with the military. None of this has to do with the flag. But it's more so just about these players' ability to exercise their free speech, to speak out against the injustice that are happening to Americans on an everyday basis. The flag is supposed to represent this unity for systems and protections of all human beings that live here in the United States of America. And what these players are doing, and what a lot of Americans feel, is that this isn't happening. The justice isn't happening. And so they want to take a stance and to let their voices be heard by silently kneeling to show the injustices of it that is happening. The other thing that's at play here too, Heather B, is this silent racism that is existing when there's always been this notion of the owner versus the player. There's always been this controversy of whether or not the player should just run up and down the field and get paid and be thankful to be paid, when that is absolutely so the most disrespectful, dehumanizing thing I think an individual can be told, to just shut up, stay in your place, do as you're told because I pay you, as if they're not human, but as if they're property. And so that is the issue too that is happening here in America, and that's also too getting lost in this conversation.
Yes.
America has never been comfortable having the conversation of race, and so now that it's time for us to have the conversation of race. But when issues like this arise, it creates this really polarizing dynamic. So as a result of the polarizing dynamic, we react in these silos, if you will,
Yes.
by not feeling comfortable in really talking about race, not really talking about owner versus player, not really talking about owner versus property, not really talking about how that reflects to slavery, how all the hints of that is just shut up and be quiet, boy, do as you're told.
Yes.
You can't tell grown human beings that who has a right to protest as their freedom of speech that is granted. So Patrice and her fellow vets, they fought for us to kneel. They also fought for us to stand. So that is your choice as American human beings. And as a president who has chimed in now, he has single-handedly polarized this debate. He's made this debate more than what it is. The president is supposed to be a unifying factor of America, not to create this divisiveness rhetoric that he has now inserted. So now politics and sports are going hand in hand now.
Wow.
As I mentioned, I watch sports to get away from everything. My husband, my
Me.
bills from Tracy G texting me. I wanted no part of this, Mike Muse, but we are here with it. Great job today, Mike Muse.
Yes.
And before I let you give out your social media again so the citizens can hit you up, let me remind everyone here from Sway in the Morning, we absolutely 100% support and salute our military.
Say it.
100%. This is not about the military as far as Sway in the Morning crew is concerned. We salute every single veteran, every single person that's serving in the military, every EMT worker, every police officer, nurses, everybody who is a part of that greater good. So we salute you. This is not about you guys as far as we are concerned, and we love you. Thank you for being citizens. Mike Muse, where can people reach you?
They can reach me on Twitter and on Instagram at I am Mike Muse, M-U-S as in Sam E.
Continue the conversation with Mike Muse, because up next, my guy is here. Birthday boy, today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Steve Cohen, our Senior VP of Sports, is here. Shots of Tequila. Up next, Sway in the Morning, Shade 45.